Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to do a quick impromptu video, and I wanted to talk about the disgusting hypocrisy of people who claim to be prison abolitionists and who claim to be criminal justice reformers, or who at least claim to support criminal justice system reform, and in terms of, and especially and in particular because those social institutions have been used in a disproportionate way to oppress persons and communities of color. And for those same persons who recognize, or who ostensibly recognize, at least claim to recognize, that we cannot make it impossible for people to live their lives post-incarceration, even after they've been convicted of felonies, even after they've been convicted of violent felonies. We cannot make it impossible for people to live their lives post-incarceration. We have to allow them to be able to rebuild their lives, support their families, reintegrate into their communities, make money, make a living, take care of their children, send their children to school, get jobs. We can't make it impossible for those people to live their lives because it hurts all of us. It doesn't just hurt them, it hurts all of us. It hurts our entire community and it hurts our entire nation state. Not to make it impossible. And also, when you make it impossible for those people to rebuild their lives, to live their lives in a meaningful way, in a lawful way, you're just sending them right back to a life of crime. If you make it impossible for them to survive in a lawful way, then people do what they have to do to survive, and then they are going to find a way to survive in an unlawful way. That's what you're doing. And in the work that I do right now, I work for basically a legal aid, a center that works with the low-income population, and I do a lot of work trying to help people, the formerly incarcerated, including those formerly incarcerated for felonies, including violent felonies. I do a lot of work helping them rebuild their lives, helping them to not be evicted on that basis from their apartments, from their homes, and helping them to change their names, and helping them to get jobs, and just helping people in general, or declare bankruptcy if they need to. I spend a lot of my time trying to help people who are formerly incarcerated, including for violent felonies, to rebuild their lives. And I always tell them, things are changing, things are getting better, hang in there. We as a society across the political spectrum have come to realize that we cannot make it impossible for the formerly incarcerated to build their lives, to have meaningful lives in a lawful way. So what I want to say is, and especially this is the case, especially for people who claim to be prison abolitionists, and I myself consider myself not only to be a prison abolitionist, I consider myself to be a punishment abolitionist. And when I say a punishment abolitionist, I'm referring to criminal punishment as moral condemnation. I'll do a whole other video about that. That's a whole other issue. But what I want to say is that it is gross and disgusting hypocrisy for so many of those same persons to want me dead, to want my life destroyed, to want my livelihood to be destroyed, my reputation to be destroyed, my life to be destroyed, for me never to be able to support myself again, for me never be able to have a job again, for me never to be able to make money again, for me never to have a life again, for me not to be able to get a job as a professor, for me not to be able to finish my PhD dissertation, they want me to get kicked out of school, they want me expelled, they want me disbarred. For what? For what? I not only didn't commit any crime, I committed no crime whatsoever. I, in fact, did absolutely nothing wrong. I did absolutely nothing wrong. I merely had a reasonable concern for my personal safety, and I responded appropriately thereto. That's it. On February 24th, 2018, I was exonerated by the Yale housing managers, who told me that not only had I done nothing wrong, but I was the only person involved who had done nothing wrong. And it was shortly after February 24th, 2018, that Lolata Siambola and Jean-Louis Renison falsely accused me of having perpetrated a racist hate crime comparable to a lynching. On May 8th, 2018, when I called the non-emergency helpline of the Yale campus police, who are regarded as basically campus security and who encourage the Yale student body to call them for any reason whatsoever at any time, through Provost Stephanie Spangler, Yale Police Chief Renell Higgins told me that you never, and that I never do something wrong by calling the Yale campus police. That I never do something wrong by calling the Yale campus police. Never. I did exactly what I was told to do, and I had a reasonable concern for my personal safety, and I responded appropriately thereto. Anyway, that's really what I wanted to say, is just that the fact that people want me dead. People want me to be dead. They want me dead. They want me killed. They want me murdered. They want to drive me to suicide. They want my lifelong human and civil rights, academic and legal careers destroyed. They want me expelled. They want me disbarred. They're not shy about this. Public figures of epic proportions with blue check marks and millions of followers on Twitter have stated as much. Many New York State attorneys and U.S. attorneys from across the U.S. have stated as much. For what? You are calling for a fellow attorney to be disbarred? For what? Because I had a reasonable concern for my personal safety and I responded appropriately thereto, and then yet you claim to support criminal justice system reform? You claim to be prison abolitionists? You're fucking hypocrites is what you are. You're fucking hypocrites is what you are. And we all know why you want me dead. We all know why you want me dead. You want me dead because I infiltrated the inner circle and yet dared to stray but a hair from woke intersectional feminism dogma. That's why you want me dead. You want me dead because you consider me a heretic, because you consider me apostate, because you consider me to have violated a tenet of your religious faith. That's why you want me dead. And everyone can see it. Everyone can see it. John McWhorter can see it. He has written about this in The Atlantic, I believe, in other places. How woke intersectional feminism has become like a religion, especially on elite university campuses. Yeah. And just that people can you not fucking see what fucking hypocrites you are? Can you not fucking see what fucking hypocrites you are? How fucking hypocritical it is to say that you support criminal justice system reform, to say that you're a prison abolitionist, to say that you're against the grossly punitive nature of our society in the US, and how those social institutions are disproportionately used to oppress communities and people of color. Can you not see what fucking hypocrites you are to turn around and want me to be killed, want my life destroyed, want me never to be able to rebuild my life and lifelong human and civil rights, academic and legal careers because I did absolutely nothing wrong except that I strayed but a hair from woke intersectional feminism dogma? It's insane. It's insane. That's all I wanted to say. I'm going to stop there, but I just wanted to make that point. We are living in a moment of cultural insanity. And we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this together. Please support me. Please stand with me. I will never stop fighting for justice for everyone who has been falsely accused and cyber mobbed and defamed, especially for those who have already lost their lives via suicide. And we will stop the moral outrage industry from getting one more innocent person killed. I'm going to restore civil liberties at Yale, on campuses across the U.S. and everywhere. Stand with me. I love you all so much for your support and kind words. We will get through this. Support me. I'll have a bunch of links below, including my PayPal, me, and GoFundMe links. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you all so much. Good night.